Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a broken switch. In my case, it's a rocker switch. Could be any switch. And I'll show you how to fix it. Problem that I'm having is that the switch won't snap down. It just snaps back up. The spring inside is broken, so it needs to be replaced. And we're going to do that for you and show you how to do it cheap. Alright, so first things first, I am not a licensed electrician. I'm just a dad, just trying to help you save money. I'm trying to save money. This is a simple job to do. We can do it. We only need really 3 tools: flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, and some long nose pliers. That'll just make grabbing the wires easier. Before we do the switch though, we need to talk about different switches, because there's actually 3 different light switches you may encounter. If you have one light controlled by one switch, then you need a single pole switch. Single pole switches only have 2 inputs on the side for electricity, and then they got the ground wire on top. A 3-way switch is used when you have a light controlled by 2 switches. You need the electrical input, the extra electrical input, and a 3-way switch has 3 electrical inputs, so that it can tell the other switch when to turn on and turn off, and you're just not constantly fighting each other. And then in my case, I know that this hallway light is controlled by 3 different switches. So I may encounter a 4-way switch, and a 4-way switch has 4 electrical inputs to coordinate the other 3-way switches. There's a lot more science involved in that. We don't need to get into that, because really all you need to do is replace the switch. You're not wiring switches. I'm not telling you how to wire switches in this. There's a whole bunch of videos to tell you how to wire up switches. This is just a simple replacement. If you can, take some time, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting a lot of, I think, helpful videos on saving money, easy to do tips, tips of just surviving as a dad in the world today. Whatever your situation is, single dad, divorced dad, married dad with lots of kids, with 1 kid, being a dad is tough, and whatever we can do to help each other out, I think is a good thing. So, first thing we have to do before we do this switch that I recommend is turn off the electricity. I don't like being shocked. I don't want to see any of you get shocked. I'm sure there's ways of not turning off electricity and doing this. I don't want to risk it. So we're gonna head over to the electrical box, we're gonna turn that off and head upstairs and swap out the switch. So in the video, we're going to talk about how to wire up the switch and the wiring that I encounter and how it's wired by the builder or whoever built your house, whoever put in your switches. So you can either loop the wire around these screws and then screw it in and hold it in that way, or what I count in their video is that it's pushed in these holes here. There's 1, 2, and 3 holes. The wire's actually pushed in, and I talk about having to get the wire out. The way I did that was I used this screwdriver and I put it in that slot there. You can see the slot. Put it in the slot, press down, hold the tension, and pull out the wire. It's a little difficult to do just because you don't have a third hand to give you enough pressure. It takes quite a bit of pressure to push that wire in and get it to release, but when you do, you know it, the wire will come right out. So just wanted to cover that in some detail, because the lighting upstairs is no good because there's no power for lights. So any other questions, let me know. Okay, so we're back upstairs. I'm going to get this switch out of the wall. I'm going to use a drill just because those screws tend to be long. Don't need to use a drill. You can obviously use a screwdriver, it just takes a little bit longer. And we'll see the type of switch we have. So just got to pry that off the wall, just like that. So this is a 3-way switch. I mean, somewhere else is the 4-way switch. Good for me. This is a $3 switch versus a $12 switch. So I'm going to keep the 4-way switch just because I know eventually it'll break. And you just want to keep the wires in the same fashion you have them. When you start switching wires around, you can't just plug these into any of the outlets or any of the, the inputs here, because it'll mess with the way that the lights function, because some of these are transferring power to the other switches. So don't switch your wires up. Keep them in the same spot that they are on your replacement switch as they are on this switch. The way I do that is I just go one by one, so there's no risk of me messing up the wires. It may take a little longer to do that. That's just what I do. These wires are pushed in. It doesn't matter which type you have. Push in is easier in some aspects, it's harder in others. You can certainly undo those screws, wrap the wire on the screw, and put it in that way. Doesn't affect it. I'm going to utilize the push in. The only thing that you need to know to get those out is that it's a very small opening to get that wire to release. I happen to have a small screwdriver with me, so I'm going to try and do that. We'll see if it'll work. And the wire's out. Takes some finagling. It's a little bit of a pain. It's better than cutting the wire and restripping it, in my opinion, but you certainly can. So here's my 3-way switch. They are marked top and bottom, so make sure you don't flip it around. So that aids in helping you wire it correctly again, like I said. So, and like I said, I'm gonna do this one at a time. So I know this one came out of the top one. I'm gonna push it back in. And it's in. And now I just have to do the other 2 wires. And again, it takes a little finagling to get that wire to release. I'd love it if there was an easier way. It didn't, but we'll get there. I apologize for the lighting. Obviously, I pulled all the electricity off, so I can't hook up a light. And I know that kind of stinks, but best I can do. So all 3 wires are out. Now I just got to redo the ground wire. And we'll be done. This is where the needle nose pliers come in handy when you're handling the wire around screws. You get it to bend and conform to what you need it to. If you have any questions that you think that I didn't cover in this video, please just reply in the comments. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. As long as you remember to just go one by one wire. Don't rush yourself. All the wires are in. All we're gonna do is screw this back in and we're done. Okay, I went back outside, turned on the power. Let's see if this switch works like it's supposed to now. And it does. So if you notice, I didn't put the switch plate back on yet, simply because if it didn't work, I didn't do something right, I'd have to take it out. Putting the switch plate on just be another step. So I'm gonna put the switch plate on. We're done. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Again, you have any questions, apply below in the comments. I'll get back to you. And keep at it, guys.